Cause docketed before the Commission as cause number 46113, captioned as Verified Petition of Indianapolis Power and Light Company doing business as AES Indiana for 1. Issuance to AES Indiana of a Certificate of Public Convenience and Necessity for the acquisition and development by a wholly owned AES Indiana subsidiary of a solar power generating facility and a battery energy storage system project to be known as the Crossvine Project. 2. Approval of the Crossvine Project, including a joint venture structure between an AES Indiana subsidiary and one or more tax equity partners, and a contract for differences between AES Indiana and the project company that holds and operates the solar generation and storage assets as a clean energy project and associated timely cost recovery under Indiana Code Section 8-1-8.8-11. 3. Approval of accounting and rate making for the Crossvine Project, including an alternative regulatory plan under Indiana Code Section 8-1-2.5-6 to facilitate AES Indiana's investment in the Crossvine Project through a joint venture. And 4, to the extent necessary, issuance of an order pursuant to Indiana Code Section 8-1-2.5-5, declining to exercise jurisdiction over the joint venture, including the project company, as a public utility. Notice of the time and place of the hearing was given as provided by law by publication in Marion County in the Indianapolis Star on November 22nd, 2024. This is a newspaper of general circulation, and this publication was made at least 10 days prior to the date of the evidentiary hearing. The proof of publication of the notice has been received by the Commission and is now incorporated into the record of this cause by reference and placed in the official files of the Commission. Notice has also been given to the Indiana Office of Utility Consumer Counselor and other interested parties. May we have appearances, please?
Thank you, Your Honor. Appearing on behalf of petitioner Indianapolis Power and Light Company, doing business as AES Indiana, are Teresa Morton-Neihart, Mark Alson, and Nurmi Winter of the law firm of Taft, Stettinius, and Hollister, LLP.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. On behalf of the public, please accept the appearances of Victor Peters and Jason Haas of the Indiana Office of Utility Consumer Counselor.
Thank you. Petitioner, would you like to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor. Petitioner offers into evidence what has been marked as Petitioner's Exhibit 1, Gustavo Garvaglia direct testimony with attachment GG1, includes revised page 1. Petitioner's Exhibit 1C, Gustavo Garvaglia direct testimony, confidential pages 5, 14, 15, and 18. Petitioner's Exhibit 2, Melanie Rainey direct testimony with attachment MR2. Petitioner's Exhibit 2C, Melanie Rainey direct testimony, confidential pages 13, 16 through 18, 21 through 23, 25, and 26, with confidential attachment MR1C and confidential attachment MR2C. Petitioner's Exhibit 3, Matthew Thibodeau direct testimony with attachment MRT1. Petitioner's Exhibit 3C, Matthew Thibodeau confidential attachment MRT1C. Petitioner's Exhibit 4, Eric Miller direct testimony with attachments EKM1 through EKM3. Petitioner's Exhibit 4C, Eric Miller direct testimony, confidential pages 34, 35, and 37. Petitioner's Exhibit 5, Nicholas Miller direct testimony with attachment NMM1. Petitioner's Exhibit 5C, Nicholas Miller direct testimony, confidential pages 7, 8, 10, 11, 13, 14, and 16, with confidential attachment NMM2C. Petitioner's Exhibit 6, Garrett Sherwood direct testimony. Petitioner's Exhibit 7, Garrett Sherwood rebuttal testimony. Petitioner's Exhibit 8, Meredith Stone direct testimony with attachment MCS1, including revised pages. Petitioner's Exhibit 8C, Meredith Stone direct testimony, confidential page 10 and 15 through 18. Petitioner's Exhibit 9, Matthew Fields direct testimony with attachments MF1 through MF3. Petitioners Exhibit 10, Kimberly Alof direct testimony with attachments KA1 through KA4. Petitioners Exhibit 10C, Kimberly Alof direct testimony, confidential pages 8, 19, 20, and 22, with confidential attachments KA2C through KA4C. Petitioners Exhibit 11, direct work papers on CD. And finally, Petitioners Exhibit 11C, direct confidential work papers on CD.
Thank you. Any objections?
No objections, Your Honor, and the public waives cross-examination.
Thank you. We will admit into evidence Petitioners Exhibit 1, Petitioners Exhibit 1C, Petitioners Exhibit 2, Petitioners Exhibit 2C, Petitioners Exhibit 3, Petitioners Exhibit 3C, Petitioners Exhibit 4, Petitioners Exhibit 4C, Petitioners Exhibit 5, Petitioners Exhibit 5C, Petitioners Exhibit 6, Petitioners Exhibit 7, Petitioners Exhibit 8, Petitioners Exhibit 8C, Petitioners Exhibit 9, Petitioners Exhibit 10, Petitioners Exhibit 10C, Petitioners Exhibit 11, and Petitioners Exhibit 11C. Is there anything further from petitioner?
Nothing further.
Thank you. Public?
Thank you, Your Honor. The public offers the following exhibits. Public's Exhibit Number 1, redacted testimony of Brittany L. Baker, and Public Exhibit Number 1C, confidential testimony of Brittany L. Baker.
Thank you. Is there any objection?
No objections.
Thank you. We will admit into evidence Public's Exhibit 1 and Public's Exhibit 1C.
Thank you, Your Honor. I would also like to call OUCC witness Rupali Sanka to the stand.
Thank you, Ms. Sanka. If you would like to come sit up. And I don't think I swore you in. Okay. If you could raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the evidence you will give in this cause will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Thank you. You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Sanka, could you please state your name for the record?
Rupali Senka,
Thank you. By whom are you employed and what is your position?
a utility analyst for the Indiana Office of Utility Consumer Counselor.
You have before you what is labeled Public's Exhibit Number 2. Is this a complete copy of your testimony that was pre-filed in this proceeding?
Yes.
You also have before you what is labeled as Public's Exhibit Number 2C. Is this a complete copy of the confidential version of your testimony that was pre-filed in this proceeding?
Yes.
Did you prepare the responses or cause the responses to be prepared under your supervision?
Yes.
Do you have any modifications to your testimony?
No.
Your Honor, I move to admit Public's Exhibit Number 2, the redacted testimony of Rupali Sanka, and Public's Exhibit Number 2C, the confidential testimony of Rupali Sanka.
Any objections?
No objections.
Thank you. We will admit into evidence Public's Exhibit 2 and Public's Exhibit 2C.
Thank you. I have a few more questions for Ms. Sanka. Did you review the rebuttal testimony of Garrett Sherwood and his modifications to your recommended reporting requirements?
Yes.
Are his proposed modifications to your reporting requirements acceptable to the OUCC?
Yes.
Thank you, Ms. Sanka. No further questions. The witness is tendered for cross-examination.
Thank you. Do you have any further questions for the witness?
No further questions.
Thank you. You may step down. Is there anything further from the public?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you. And you all have agreed to file a proposed order. Petitioner will file a proposed order by the end of day, January 21st.
That's correct. Thank you.
Perfect. You're welcome. And then the OUCC will have its response in by end of day, January 22nd.
Yes, Your Honor.
Is there anything further from either party?
Not from petitioner. Thank you very much.
Nothing further, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you. We are adjourned. Thank you.
I was running out of breath. So Nermi